my passion. Gardening is my passion. And I've gardened since I was a little girl, because my dad had a big garden, my grandma had a big garden, and so and that's who taught me to garden. And the first thing I ever grew was the top of a carrot in a little dish, and it just grew, and a sweet potato. And so from then on, when I could see the results of something that I could do, it made me feel creative. I like the smell of dirt, and I love the smell of gasoline and grass at the end of a hard working day, because that to me is better than any tranquilizer or anything. Is come home, mow my lawn, and smell that. It's just like, oh, it's awesome. Like I said, it's my tranquilizer. It nurtures me. It makes me feel calm, because I can come out and cut things back and tear things out and, whack on something, and that kind of beats out any aggression and stuff like that. So I love gardening. I got garden books. I start in January, and when I can't get outside, I'll look at the books or go online. And like this time of year, when everything's kind of bare, that's when you really can clean your flower beds and do a lot of your pruning and stuff like that. So I just have always liked gardening.
I got started when I was a little bit younger. My dad sold real estate, and I was lucky enough that at one time I got the chance to design his spec homes. He had 3 spec homes, and I talked his boss into letting me design them, and it kind of started from there that I absolutely loved it. From there, it just kind of rolled into other things where I started doing other jobs to do interior design. Now I'm getting paid to do what I absolutely love to do. I have a huge passion for design. I eat, drink, sleep this stuff. It's something that I just constantly am thinking about. Everywhere I go, I look at the design of the building and what I'm doing. I woke up a couple nights ago, my husband said, and I was sleep talking about some of this granite here behind me, and it's just something that's always there. And now I'm getting paid to do it, and so it's really fun.
My passion is for the outdoors. I really like to be outside. Whether it's wintertime, snowshoeing, summertime, hiking up in the Cascades, or springtime, fly fishing next to a river. It's my passion. It's something I really enjoy. Anytime I could be outdoors, it's something I dream about at times. I daydream about it at work. Being outdoors, my email address, I've changed my email address here a while back, and that I think kind of explains me. Glenn, outdoor 24/7. So I enjoy it.
My passion, as you can see, it's weight training in the gym. I've been doing it for about 13 to 15 years now, since I started high school. I was a smaller guy when I started high school playing football. I wanted to get bigger and better at what I did. So I figured the best way to do that was to get into the gym. And since then, I train about 4 to 5 days a week, about 1 to 1.5 hours at a time. And I focus mostly on heavy weights, strong movements. And recently in my life, what I've changed from doing that is my diet. Figured out how to eat healthier to make myself stronger and in better shape. So I eat about 6 to 7 meals a day at about 4,000 to 5,000 calories, and it's a much part of my life is just coming in here into the gym. So nutrition and fitness is what I do for myself. That's what I'm passionate about.
When I came to the Lord, I knew I wanted something that was real and would stay that way, very consistent, a constant thing. And as I grew in love with the Lord, I saw where I even tied in the passion of my gardening to my passion with Christ. Anything in the Bible would just correlate to that. I mean, life began in the garden, Jesus ended life in the Garden of Gethsemane. And so in my idea, heaven is going to be a terrific garden. And I'll have, instead of a mansion, I'm going to have me just an ultimate garden shed. And so my passion for Christ, I always, like, if I have a lot of weeds, it's because maybe I have a lot of weeds in my life. And the only way to get rid of weeds is to get down and pull them. You have to deal with them. I love pruning. So when I read about pruning in the Bible, I understand it. How sometimes we have to whack back things really harsh, but it's so it'll bear fruit. It does better. So I think you're born with your passion. I think God gives you that. It's designed into your life, and that's how you become it. And so when you're doing it, it feels the most right. And that's the same way with my walk with Christ. And when I'm living for the Lord, when I'm doing what's right according to the Bible, then I can feel that passion inside of me. And once again, I think that's something that God puts in us, brings us to Him. So that's my passion. I can put the two together, and it makes sense for my life.
Wow, my passion for the Lord is even bigger than my passion for design, and it's exciting because they come together where the Lord is always with me, and He helps me with my designs, and He shows me, you know, when I'm struggling with a design or something. It's really neat because He can show me what to do. And a couple weeks ago, I was struggling on a backsplash, and it was driving me absolutely crazy that I couldn't figure something out. And then, you know, you just pray. I talk to Him all day long when I'm doing designs, and He helps me. And He in my head, He helps me, you know, grab that piece of tile, and you know that it's going to work great with it. The fact that He's always there is so amazing when I'm struggling, not even in design, but in my life in general. When He's there, I can feel Him. It's amazing that He's always there for me.
My passion for Jesus is everything. It means more to me than my passion, my desire for the outdoors. I'm blessed to be a part of this country and this outdoors, and to be able to experience and to go out and climb these mountains. But that means nothing compared to my love for Jesus. It's awesome to be able to just go climb a mountain and realize, and just sit there with you and God and realize just how much God loved us. He gave up His Son for me. He died that death for me. Could I do that for somebody else? That's hard. That's a hard question. But Jesus did that for me, and I love Him. I'll serve Him with all my heart. I go through these valley times, but you know what? There's those times when God brings me right back up on that mountain, and I just realize, wow, He did that because He loves me. It's awesome.
You know, my passion for Jesus right now, mine and my wife's both, is the highest it's ever been. He's seen us through a lot of things in our lives, especially a lot of changes we've had in our lives the last few months. And, you know, without Jesus and without having our faith that He'll take care of us in everything we do, you know, we'd be pretty lost right now. And, you know, every time we think that things aren't working or things aren't going to work out, we just, you know, turn to the Bible, turn to His Word, and we just pray and have faith, and He takes care of us. And He's been taking care of us every step of the way. And, you know, with that, you know, we know in our lives that Jesus is the way to go, the only way to go. And no matter what's happening and what's going on with our lives, He's there for us. And as long as we have faith in that, we know we'll be taken care of.